So, welcome to the Munich International School Virtual Open Day. I'm Leigh Kim, a member of the admissions team here at MIS, and we are very excited that so many of you are joining our Open Day. This event is a great opportunity for you to not only learn more about our school, but also what we have to offer for your child's education. It is really nice to see that we have families joining us today from all over the world. We have families from Germany, Turkey, Italy, Israel, and even from China and India. Please note that this open day is currently being recorded and will be made available to you online later. So if your partner is not able to join today, it's not a problem. You're able to watch this again at a later time. So what do we have planned for you today? I'm really thrilled that you will be welcomed and introduced to MIS by our Deputy Head, Ms. Leigh Miller. And you'll also have the opportunity to meet David Fried, our junior school principal. And unfortunately, two wonderful grade 4 students are not able to join us today, Ava and Nova. Due to very icy conditions in this part of Germany this morning, the roads were really icy and it was decided to close the school today. But we still have a wonderful open day planned for you, including a junior school feature film that has not been shown before. So throughout this session, please feel free to post any of your questions on the right-hand side. We will try to answer them as many as possible, but some questions we're going to reserve for our Q&A session at the end. And for any questions that remain unanswered, we will get to you via email. Right now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Ms. Leigh Miller, our Deputy Head of School.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us here today. My name is Leigh Miller, and I'm the Deputy Head of School here at MIS. And this is my first year in this role, but I'm not new to MIS. I actually was a junior school teacher here many years ago, and it's been a real treat to return to MIS with my family and enjoy the wonderful community and the beautiful area here in Germany. The decision about where your children will go to school is a very important one, and we are honored that you're considering MIS as the place where your children will grow and become a part of our learning community. Today, I'll have the opportunity to give you a brief overview of MIS, and then I'll pass over to our junior school principal, David Fried, who will tell you a little bit more about our junior school. All right. So the natural place to begin when we tell the story of MIS is with our mission: nurture, challenge, inspire. This mission drives our interactions with one another. Every day at school, our goal is for learners to feel nurtured, to feel cared for, to feel challenged, stretched to their potential, and inspired with new ideas and new perspectives to support them along their learning journey. Today, I'm going to share with you what that looks like and how we nurture, challenge, and inspire learners here at MIS. Our school has a very rich history dating back to 1966, when the Schloss pictured here was our main school building, our only school building. And now today we have 6 additional buildings, and we're located on a beautiful nature reserve near the forest, near Lake Starnberg, with a view of the Alps across the lake. It really is a beautiful place to learn. So as I was saying, today I'll be sharing with you more about why we are a leading IB World School, our excellent academic results, which are important, but not as important as our holistic, values-based learning environment. I'll tell you more about our warm and welcoming international community, and of course, our beautiful campus with state-of-the-art facilities in a natural forest and farm-based setting. The main reason why MIS is a leading international school is really our teachers. Our teachers are not only highly competent, but they truly believe in our mission. They are caring individuals who you would want to influence your children. They are committed to the type of learning that we have here at MIS, an inquiry-based learning approach. They are culturally respectful. They are happy, positive people who ensure that children are enjoying themselves as they learn. Right now is recruiting season for teachers, and tomorrow I'll be headed to London for our recruiting fair. And we are absolutely flooded with teachers who want to work here at MIS, which is great because that allows us to be highly selective and to choose the very best teachers to support your children. We are, of course, proud of our excellent academic results, mainly because this shows our commitment to high standards and hard work ethic. And we see through these results that our students regularly meet and exceed these high expectations. As you can see here, these are our IB diploma results from 2023. They were very strong. 45 is the highest possible score that an IB student can receive, and our average score here at MIS was 36, which is well above the global average score of 30. We had 24 students who scored 40 or more points, which is highly impressive. And we had a 100% pass rate, which, as you can see, compared to the global IB pass rate of 79%, shows us that we really are preparing our students for these rigorous demonstrations of learning. Our students also take externally moderated exams at the end of the MYP, which is the end of grade 10. As you can see here, our MIS average was 44 points out of a possible 54 points, and our average subject score was 5.5 out of 7. 96% of our students passed these exams, and the MYP certificate is also recognized as the Mittelreif in Germany. A good education, as you know, is not only about academics. It's equally important that our students develop as kind, caring, social, well-balanced humans. And we do this partially through our student life program because we feel that this is a strong component of balance in learning. We offer a huge array of opportunities for children to have a balanced learning experience. We have over 60 after-school activities throughout the autumn, the winter, and the spring. We have options in visual arts, drama, music, film, string, band, even an orchestra. For athletic students, we have a wide variety of sports. We have football, volleyball, cross country, many of which utilize our gorgeous outdoor facilities. And so it helps our students to stay active and have a strong sense of balance. We also try to take advantage of our local environment with activities such as sailing, rowing, tree climbing in the forest. Students propose their own activities that they're interested in, and we also tap into local experts that can support us in these areas. As a parent, you will become part of our wonderful MIS community. This is a very international community. Currently, we have 1,300 students coming from 66 different nationalities. We have 230 staff from 27 different nationalities, and we are a parent-owned and parent-run school, which means that you as parents have a voice in what happens at our school. Our PTV is also very welcoming for new families coming in. They host multiple community events such as a back-to-school barbecue, regular coffee mornings, so you will instantly be part of a very supportive community that will help you to adjust to a new country. We also include a sports verein, which allows our students to connect with local sports organizations. We maintain a strong service learning connection with a region in Tanzania. We've been in collaboration with this community for many, many years, and we've supported them with building schools, orphanages, medical facilities. And this is an opportunity for our senior school students to actually visit this region in Tanzania each year and participate actively in this service learning. Finally, our MIS alumni and friends. This is a huge group of people who have MIS as part of their history, part of their memory, and they're always looking to support one another out in the world, no matter where they live. And so that's a great benefit of being part of the MIS community. Our campus, as you can see here, is truly phenomenal. It is a calming, nature-based, beautiful place to learn, equipped with the latest technology and innovative learning spaces, which are always improving. In fact, we're getting excited to open our new Learning Nexus in April, which is a cutting-edge, state-of-the-art facility. We, as you can see in this picture, we have 25 acres of play spaces, athletic fields, nature paths. We have a relatively new language, art, and design center. We have, as you can see, a beautiful Olympic-sized 8-lane track and field complex. We often host the track and field competitions for many different international schools in Europe. We have one of the largest fitness centers in the area. It's a quadruple sports hall. We have a performing arts center, many innovative science and technology laboratories, strong technology support with one-to-one MacBooks in grades 7 through 12, and access to iPads and MacBooks in grades EC through grade 6. We have a full-service cafeteria with fresh organic meals. Students are always giving us input about how we can improve our cafeteria, and we're trying to respond and make sure that our food is sustainable and healthy as well. And finally, we have a director of transportation, which manages a fleet of buses, which help students to commute back and forth from wherever they might be living, even as far as Garmisch. Many students living in Munich, and they'll ride the buses to and from MIS each day. As you can hear, we're very proud of all that MIS has to offer, but this doesn't mean we're resting on our laurels. We're always striving to innovate and stay on the cutting edge of research in education. A few of the areas that we're currently focused on are here. One of them is called Universal Design for Learning. And what this means is that we want to increase access to learning for all students. And we do this through multiple means of engagement, representation, expression, which means students are making choices in their learning, and they make these choices intentionally to support their own unique needs. We encourage students to give feedback to their teachers about their learning. We want them to have ownership over their learning, and we want them to have opportunities to share what works for them and what doesn't. And then we respond as teachers to make sure that we are working and learning together. As I mentioned before, students have been actively involved in planning for our new Learning Nexus. They've gone on trips to observe other innovative facilities. They've talked about what types of furniture they want, what they need to support their learning. And this is something that's just about ready to open in the spring of this year. So we're very excited about that. Of course, we are staying abreast of all of the changes and trends in artificial intelligence. We are embracing this new technology. Teachers are finding new ways to enhance their teaching and learning, and students are using artificial intelligence as well, not to supplant their thinking, but rather to enhance it. And we're finding new ways of learning with artificial intelligence. Thinking will never go away. We know that students need to be actively thinking in their learning, and so we are developing new ways of teaching students what structured thinking looks like and how we can use different approaches to problem solving in different contexts. And finally here, we are a community of multilingual learners, and so we are always working to think about how we can be more progressive in our language instruction so that students feel honored in the languages that they do bring to their learning. So to close this presentation today, the question is, why MIS? And for me, the answer is very clear. It comes back to our mission. It is a place where children are nurtured, where children are challenged, and where children are inspired. And that is very important. We do that by integrating students' individual interests, needs, and goals into their learning. We aim for a personal learning experience. As I said, we have outstanding teachers. Not only do they thrive in their classroom, but they're also connected to the greater network of educators. Many are IB authors, examiners, workshop leaders, and they bring this expertise to our children here at MIS. We have a future-oriented curriculum. It is inquiry-based. We incorporate opportunities for making, innovating, and using multimodal literacies. We have a holistic education here. We know that social emotional learning is key. When students are not feeling socially and emotionally well, they're not able to thrive as learners, and so we need to put that as our priority. We have a beautiful campus and a truly warm, welcoming international community. And so for me as a deputy head of school and for a mother of 2 children here at MIS, I feel very good about the choice for them to grow here at MIS. Thank you so much for joining us today to learn a little bit more about MIS and figuring out if it really is the right fit for your family. If you have further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to our very helpful admissions team. And I'll now pass on back to Leigh Kim, but then on to David Freed, our junior school principal. Thank you.
Thank you, Leigh, for your wonderful introduction. And it is my pleasure now to introduce to you our junior school principal, Mr. Freed, who will be sharing some more valuable and important aspects, in particular about our junior school.
Very good. Thank you very much, Leigh Kim, for the introduction, and to you as well, Leigh, for the introduction to our whole school. Welcome to all of our visiting families from around the world. That's very exciting. Yes, my name is David Freed. I am what we call the junior school principal, also known as the elementary principal for MIS. This is my 12th year, and as Leigh said, and Leigh Kim as well, this is a fabulous school, and it's been a wonderful opportunity for me as a professional, as a principal, as well as a parent. I've had 3 children attend the school. 2 have already graduated and who are working now in the United States, and 1 child currently in 12th grade. As I said, it's my 12th year. I've certainly seen our school grow and develop over time, and it's really quite an amazing place. Very vibrant, very thriving, but also so supportive of children. The goal for me today is really just to share more about the junior school, so you have a sense of what a typical day may look like for your child, and also to explain our program, the various people and positions who are here to support the children, but then also to answer any questions you may have at the end. So, MIS, we are one of 1,000 schools around the world which offers the primary years program, which is part of the International Baccalaureate curricula. It is a program that provides a very well-rounded approach to teaching and learning, and it provides children multiple opportunities throughout their day to explore their interests, to engage in inquiries or investigations into topics of their choice, of their interest, and it provides our children with a chance to work together in teams, as well as independently, to really meet their full potential. For example, in 4th grade, our students participate in a 7-week project. It's called the PYP exhibition, where they take all they've learned in the junior school, whether they've been with us 6 months or 6 years, and they put it all together to dive deep into a topic that's of interest to them, working in a group to do research, to do an inquiry into this topic, and then to present and share the information they've learned. And not only share, but an integral part of the exhibition is an action component. And I think that's very important for parents to know that not only do we want our students to learn and to develop and become knowledgeable citizens of the world, we also want them to be confident and to be risk takers and to learn how to take action to make the world a better place. Some of the topics our students have explored in the past have been about bat habitats, healthy eating habits, having a hard time, and how we can support a local animal shelter. So it's really a great opportunity. Throughout the school day, our students have, as I described it, a very well-rounded approach to teaching and learning. They will spend the majority of their time with what we call a homeroom teacher. But throughout the day, they'll attend lessons as well in German language, both for students who are learning German as an additional language, and also for those of the students who have German as a mother tongue. They'll also attend art lessons, music lessons, physical education. Throughout the week, they also visit the library. They may have lessons in technology and learning how to become good digital citizens. So it's truly an opportunity for our students to develop all of their interests and to become very well-rounded students and citizens. As I said, we have children as well from around the world, and PYP program is specially designed to provide an international program. And here at our school, many of our students, actually the majority in our early childhood, first grade, and even into the upper grades, come to our school with very limited, sometimes no English language skills at all. And that is not a problem for us. We're very well equipped in our school to provide small group instruction to help our students develop the English language skills they need quickly to be able to function and to be thriving in the classroom. We provide small group instruction, classroom instruction outside of the homeroom so they can work in small groups with specialist teachers. And we have one full-time teacher per grade level to assist with this. All of our teachers are specially trained in teaching our students how to develop their language skills. So whether they're in physical education or art or music, they're always not only developing their skills, but also their English language skills. Now, another important part of our program that revolves around the homeroom language or the homeroom experience for our students, but it happens throughout the day, is what we call their social and emotional development. We feel that certainly our students at this age, but students of all age, really need the development of strong social and emotional skills to be capable and to feel confident as they grow and develop. We've adopted an evidence program called Responsive Classroom, which is used in the morning meetings that students attend every day with their classmates to not only look at the schedule and what the plan is for the day, but to practice some communication skills, perhaps conflict resolution skills, to play some games, to develop their strengths and skills in their social and emotional domains. This happens throughout the school day, and we feel that it helps us, as I said, develop confident students who are prepared for their futures. We also have a program and support. It's called the Learning Services, available to students who may need a little extra boost. Perhaps it's in their reading, could be in mathematics, where we can provide small group help or instructional support in the homerooms to give them a little added dose of instruction to make sure they're reaching their full potential too. On our campus at all times is at least one full-time certified nurse, which has been hugely helpful, not just for the health of our students, but also to answer questions from family members and to assist our staff at any time. As you've heard in the presentation and the slideshow, we do have opportunities for families to extend the school day for their children, both for early childhood and for students in grades 1 through 4. Our students can stay until 4 o'clock, 4:15, at which time they can take a bus, perhaps home with older siblings, or parents can pick up their children later in the day. This is actually oftentimes the favorite part of the day for many of our students because they get to explore our campus, participate in games and activities, and have lots of free time to play. As was described in the slideshow as well, the Student Life program here, again, is really a highlight for our students and provides our students with opportunities to explore the school garden, to be engaged in coding, to learn about Minecraft, to go into the gym and play athletics events and games, as well as to participate in dance and movement, drama. The list is nearly endless. And again, it's really a highlight and a special part of the day for our students. Working with partners certainly has been always a big priority for me as principal in the junior school. Working with partners, working as partners with parents is really critical to the success of our school, but most importantly to our students. So there are multiple opportunities for you as parents to participate. One of the key ways that parents are involved in their children's education is through an online portfolio program. It's called Seesaw. There are multiple programs we use, but Seesaw is one in particular which allows you to have a window into what your children are doing on a daily basis, to communicate with the teacher, to ask questions of your children as well about their studies. It's really a wonderful way for you to be involved as a parent. I also host what are called parent-principal forums monthly on topics such as how we teach reading, how we teach mathematics. So parents have an understanding of how the instruction is taking place in the classrooms, but also very importantly, how parents can support their children's learning at home. Most recently, we had a topic around technology and developing digital citizens. In other words, helping children develop the technology skills and also learn to make appropriate choices when online. It's really a well-attended event, a lot of interest from our parents, and parents walked away with some good tools and strategies for how they can support their children at home. Every month as well, I host what I call a Principal's Coffee, just a very informal gathering of parents who come and chat and drink coffee, have some tea, perhaps ask questions about the school day, the program, perhaps upcoming events, raise concerns they may have. And also very importantly, it's a chance to build community within our school, where parents can meet other parents and ask questions and develop connections for beyond our school day as well. So truly many opportunities for parents to be involved in their children's education. I'd also like to say that not only do we have I think the strongest group of teachers and staff available, we have a lot of other people here who help our school run so smoothly. There's an assistant principal who works full-time to look after the development of our children's academic skills, but also their social emotional growth, and helps develop a very cohesive but safe school environment. We also have a school counselor who's available to meet with families, the students who may be in special needs. We also have a full-time curriculum coordinator who helps develop not only lessons that are engaging for students, but that are connected to real-world events and can certainly be available to our parent community as well, to help answer questions about the curricula and how perhaps it relates to the curricula your children have come from and perhaps may be moving to next. So that's a lot. Sorry if I buzzed through that too quickly, but there's a lot to share about the junior school. Most importantly, I would like to say that there's something for everybody here in our school. And I do hope that we can welcome you and your children one day. At this point, I'd be happy to stay online and to answer questions or perhaps provide other information on topics that have not been covered yet. Leigh Kim, I'll let you facilitate that perhaps.
Yeah, thank you, David. I'm actually very pleased that we will be able to share with you today our debut of our junior school feature video, because a lot of what you've been explaining, David, is something that we can now show you as well, and our students can explain a little bit more. So no one has seen this yet, and we hope that you enjoy it.
I like the teachers because they help us learn and care about us. Then my teacher from the classroom, she always has a plan A, plan B, and plan C, and sometimes plan D. And if we mess something up, she says, no problem, just do it again. I like to do Makerspace in the Makerspace lab, and I like making dioramas about books and making crafts because you cannot make crafts in class and you have a lot of materials in the makerspace. I like the music crew because it has instruments that I can play, and if you want to do a performance, you ask the music teacher and then you can play a day or a different day or that day.
I like the cafeteria because the lunch ladies are nice. We have enough time to eat, and also that they try their best to make food for everyone.
My favorite part of the school is the counselors because they're pretty caring, and like Miss Dita because she's always there if you have trouble or worries or something.
The library because there are a lot of comics, and especially I read Cat Kid on Sora, and now I started Dogman, and I really love Dogman now. Also, just it's comfortable to read, and that there are like pretty much all sorts of books.
I like the art room because I can paint and I can draw, and we can also make pictures, and we can weave through paper, and I think that's so fun. And then I also like to dance, do like this.
How do you like so far being in second grade here?
It's quite fun.
What else do you want to say about our school? Is there anything else that you really want people to know about MIS?
Yeah, that we're kind and we never say bad words.
But I really hope that this video was able to provide you with a positive and insightful glimpse into what a typical day at MIS could look like. We have some questions from parents. One of the questions that we will usually get as well, and maybe you can provide some insight on that, about our homework policy at MIS.
Homework, yes. It is a component to our school program. Over the course of the years, we have modified our homework program to be based on evidence as to what works for children, as well as what works for families at home, knowing that having children continue their school day or continuing working at 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night can also be challenging for families. So we've, I think, struck a wonderful balance between looking at the research about what homework experts say about what is the most effective type of homework and how families are best able to support their children at home. We have a program that is dedicated to reading, and not only to inspire the love of reading, but also to help our students become stronger readers, to develop everything from their phonological knowledge to their comprehension skills. We believe that having extra time dedicated at home to developing their reading skills and their reading habits is really the best use of time for homework. So our homework program is certainly very understanding of how families have all kinds of things that can happen during the afternoon and evenings. So we're very sympathetic when families are not able to support their children with their homework, whether it's the dog who has to go to the vet or other siblings who may have events and priorities taking place. So we do try to be quite flexible in how we administer our homework policy and supporting children's reading, but it is certainly a valuable part of our program.
Thank you, David. Another question that we also received is, how do we support students who join junior school with little or almost no English? Yeah,
I can certainly address that. in the early years, early childhood and first grade, the majority of our students actually walk in the doors with very little English, oftentimes no English whatsoever. And that is also true with upper grade students all the way up through fourth grade. From the first moment the children walk in the door, we want to make sure our children feel comfortable, make sure that they feel confident. And so we provide them, whether it's language support in the language of their home language, or certainly enough cues and information to help them know where to go and how to participate in all of the activities of the school day. And very quickly, we begin our language instruction in small groups, and oftentimes, most often, our beginner language instruction for students who are learning English as an additional language takes place in small groups outside of the normal homeroom experience, where our EAL or English as additional language teachers spend time helping our students with what could be called survival language, or the language they need to be successful in their first few weeks and months. It's quite remarkable how in just a matter of weeks, our students really take off and quickly develop what we call receptive language skills. So being able to understand what is going on around them, and soon enough to be able to participate. So between the instruction we provide, ensuring children have language buddies, even if it's a senior school student who comes down to speak with children in their home language, we make sure that children are able to communicate in some way. Also, I must add, technology has been a wonderful advancement for us, whether it's the use of an iPad for translation services and support, or any other number of software programs really allow children to make sense of print and even audio sounds that come in, and to translate them into their home language and to be able to express themselves. So yes, I would like to assure parents that sending their children to MIS, even if they speak very little or no English, is not a problem whatsoever. We're prepared.
Okay, thank you, David. We have another question regarding next school year when it starts. That will be most likely around the 21st of August, but it's not been officially confirmed yet. But then another question for you, David, and this is, how do we support children in their first weeks of school? And of course, that's a little bit different when they start on the 21st of August or when they start throughout the school year.
Certainly. Well, let me take a stab at that. One recommendation I have for families is to start developing the sort of school day routines before school starts. So start getting children early to bed a little bit. Sometimes the summer months, children stay up later. But changing sleep schedules, making sure that they have all the materials and supplies, perhaps visiting the campus. We definitely recommend that on our orientation day, if families haven't had a chance to see our school before. But orientation takes place the day before school starts, which gives children a big window into what their school day will look like, but also a lot of confidence so that when they do walk on campus, they're prepared and ready. I think what we also provide is support for our parents. Because certainly starting a new school, perhaps many of our families have just moved, perhaps moved continents, moved countries, moved cities, or even just simply moved schools. And that change can have an effect on children and certainly can have an effect on families. So when school starts, we do provide resources and support for families in transition. And for families and certainly children who need additional guidance, our assistant principal certainly keeps close watch on all of our new students, as does our school counselor. So we're very cognizant that in every school year, anywhere between 25 and 45% of our students in the school are brand new to our campus. So we spend a lot of time making sure that all children feel confident and comfortable, knowing where to go. And that includes everything from knowing how to get to the cafeteria, where the gym is, where the toilets are, because we feel that making sure that children feel safe, making sure they feel confident, that really has to be the priority in those beginning weeks of school.
Okay, thank you very much, David. This is a question regarding the Abitur. Do the children absolve the Abitur?
Certainly, I can say that children do graduate from our school, from MIS, and do attend universities around the world, many of them attending German universities. And so our MIS IB diploma does provide the equivalency of the German Abitur for families that are looking ahead to the future, it is important to work with our school counselors in the senior school, and they can make sure that children are taking the correct coursework, to making sure that they're meeting all the requirements, not just for the MIS IB diploma, but also to make sure that they have all of the courses necessary to attend a German university, or any university for that matter. But that can certainly happen through the years in the senior school.
Yeah, thank you, David. Maybe what I can add to that is that in our school, we only offer the IB diploma. So our students don't do the Abitur besides that. It's the IB, which is, I think, already demanding enough. But it is equivalent to the Abitur. Our school is considered a gymnasium school. So there's no Realschulabschluss, but there is the MYP, which is equivalent to the Mittlere Reife diploma. What is also slightly different is that we still have 12 years, in opposite to in Germany. I think some have now the 13th year. So students graduate around when they're 18 years old. So let me see if there are trial dates. Do we have a trial day at MIS? David, is that something you maybe can answer?
No, that's, thank you for the question. That is a question that does pop up on occasion. No, we do not have a trial date or a trial program for the admissions process. When there are questions, or when there are particular topics that parents would like to learn more about, or if we have questions about a particular child's previous educational histories, we may invite them into school for a quick meeting, or have a virtual call if they're not in a neighborhood. But we don't have a dedicated program development of a trial day in the school.
Yeah. Thank you, David, because there is one other question here. Is there will be one-to-one sessions with teacher before school starts, for the students to get to know or discuss certain issues. Maybe children are very shy, or to make the start as smooth as possible.
Yeah, certainly I can address that too. Well, those questions do come up, and we're very much interested in learning more about children who are coming to us, and so we can best support them when they do come into our school. That happens in a few different ways. Once the classroom assignments have been emailed out or provided through our student information system in the middle of August, parents sometimes continue or begin writing to the homeroom teacher before school starts with specific questions or information about their children. They also can make contact with me directly. Most of the conversations about particular needs of children or particular tendencies, that happens during our orientation day, as I mentioned, which is the day before school starts. And the orientation day provides children with kind of a general introduction to our school, a tour, but they also get a chance to meet their teacher and to spend time with the teacher with their parents. So that's an opportunity for parents to have a chat with the homeroom teacher, and if a longer conversation is needed, that's when appointments are made, or there's time set up either that day during the orientation or during that first week of school, so parents can have a sit down or a chance to meet and talk with the teacher, either with or without their child present.
Okay, thank you very much, David, and thank you very much, Leigh, and thank you, parents and families at home, for attending our virtual open day. We hope that you found it interesting and enjoyable, and if you haven't done this already, we would really recommend watching our MIS school film, but also take a virtual tour where you can see our next future learning in the Learning Nexus. And at MIS, of course, we understand that choosing the right school for your child is an significant decision, and the admissions team is here to support you and to hopefully make this process easier. If you have any questions, or if you would like to book a visit or a tour, then please reach out to us. We're happy to help. If there's a question posted now and we have not answered it, then we'll make sure to respond as soon as possible. In the meantime, we hope you have a wonderful day, and we look forward to hearing from you again soon. Goodbye and take care.